welcome back to JK Survival Bushcraft. Today we're going to go over the Petromax FKLE 150, which is a 1.5 liter, I believe German manufactured version of a Kelly kettle. So it comes with a base, a little bit of water in there, a base that has some fold up legs, kind of nice. You can actually take them out. That way it'll sit flat. Sits like so. Comes with the kettle, a screw-on whistle, which I think we're gonna hear. It also comes with a cap, so you can fill it up, put this cap on, and carry water with you. It has a nice little rack on top that you can put a skillet on and cook with, so we're gonna give this a shot. And what I've done to start with is I have, it also has a hole there where you can feed firewood in from the side or down through the top. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna, those are a little bit big. We're just gonna put some pre-made sticks up in here. We're gonna use one of our fire starters. This happens to be a fire disc. Comes in a nice little tin. Fluff that up. Get that all nice and spread apart. We're going to set that inside. And we're going to hit it with a ferro rod and see how this works. Yeah, got that going. This is my first time ever using a kettle like this. So we're gonna, I guess, give it a whirl, see how she does. Adjust this a little bit. Well, I can hear her going. Oh, hey, it's hailing again. And we're just going to time this out and see how long it takes to boil some water. And then we're going to use our Kelly skillet. And we're going to warm up some naan bread. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've never used this before. I've never had it before. We're going to give it a shot. We're also going to taste Peak Refuels biscuits and sausage gravy. Now it's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet, so I'm getting pretty hungry. It's been oh wow, look at that flames. Oh, I probably ought to take that off before I just because we can put that in when we go to fry on it, but I want to see how long it takes to heat that water up. Clearly, we got flames coming out of the top. We'll just throw another piece in there. Not sure if you can hear this or not, but it kind of sounds like a little mini inferno. It puts out the heat. I've watched a ton of videos on the Kelly kettle and the Petromax kettle, and I was pretty intrigued by it. Though I'm not sure that I would carry this on a remote displaced adventure for truck camping or at home, this thing seems very, very well made and worth using. You can boil water in any stainless steel container. That's really not too much of an issue. Single wall container. You can use a double wall, but it's not the greatest thing. It ends up blowing the welds. But this is kind of neat. So 1.5 liters. Let's see how long it takes to boil, and then we'll put the skillet on. We'll put that little attachment that fits down in the top there. We'll put a skillet on, and we'll fry up some naan bread. We'll use the boiled water to add to our biscuits and gravy. So we're 6 minutes into this video. I don't know, maybe a minute or so before I even got a fire going. So it works pretty damn good. Take this off the stand here and get you a good close-up look of the fire. Draws well. I'm not gonna put the camera right over there because it's pretty hot, but it seems to be working. I guess it's not going to hurt if I add some more wood. Well, I've got wood almost to the top of it. I think it's an ingenious little design, that's for sure. I like these handles. So far, they're still cold. It's warm, but not super hot. You see the fire down below. I guess that is permanent. It sure sounds like it's boiling right now. I guess I'll open my biscuits and gravy package, get it ready. I'm a big fan of Peak Refuel. There's the biscuits and gravy. Let's see, it says add 1 1/3 cup boiling water to pouch. I always find it kind of ironic that every time I use a dehydrated camping meal, I never have a way to measure water. So we're just gonna wing it like I always do. See how it turns out. And I do see some steam coming out of the whistle. Has not started to whistle yet. I've watched quite a few reviews on the Kelly kettles and then a couple on the Petromax, and everybody seems to really like them. I've been trying to justify the pack weight, what it weighs. Not that it's really heavy, it's more bulky than it is heavy, to its actual usefulness in a camping situation. Now, if you're camping truck camping or car camping, or camping where hauling stuff is not an issue. And we're whistling. We're whistling and blowing water out. Whoopsie. We're blowing so much water out that it put the fire out. So I'm going to dump some of that water out. Get our fire going again. So note to self, don't fill it all the way up. Don't fill it all the way up because it'll blow out and drip down into your fire pit. Literally, I just dropped that wood back in there. Well, okay, it whistled. Drained down and put the fire out, kinda. I guess having said that, maybe not. It's still going. I would like that water to boil for a minute or two just for sterilization purposes. The water I used has already been treated and I'm not worried about it, but if you were going to use water that you gathered from a stream or something like that, you'd boil it for a couple minutes. That's a hell of a whistle. Look at it shaking that thing. Well, I'm happy with that. We're going to add that to our biscuits and gravy. Oh, son of a bitch, that's hot. Woo. Be careful. Be careful. Like I said, I have no idea how much 1 1/3 cup is. Now I fill it up to see a little bit of water, so we'll just seal this up. And we gotta let it sit. And then we're gonna put this back on. Hopefully we've used enough water that we'll let that get going again, hopefully. Still got some smoke coming out, so let's see how well that takes off again. Because I would really like to try this to fry some Dan bed. Like I said, this is my first time ever using this, so I'm sure we're learning a little bit as we go.